Have you ever wondered why some seniors thrive after 80, while others struggle just to get through the day? Aging affects everyone differently, but there's something truly remarkable about that small group of older adults who seem to defy the usual limits, staying sharp, moving well, and smiling like they've still got 1,000 things to live for. Only about 5% of seniors can do what we're exploring today. Quiet, powerful signs of aging, not just longer, but better. You need to watch this video until the end because you'll discover the 5 rare abilities that set these exceptional seniors apart, and you might find new hope and practical insights for your aging journey or that of someone you love, revealing what's truly possible even after 80. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Number 1. Walking briskly without assistance. One of the clearest signs that a senior is part of the rare 5% after 80 is their ability to walk briskly without any form of assistance. We're not just talking about taking a few careful steps around the living room. We're talking about confidently walking down the street, through the grocery store, or across a parking lot at a pace that shows strength, balance, and independence. It's something many people take for granted until it's gone. For most people in their 80s, it already is. As we age, our muscles naturally lose mass, joints become stiffer, and our sense of balance becomes more fragile. That's why most people over 80 either move more slowly, need a cane, or rely on someone else's arm for stability. Those who still walk briskly tend to share a few important traits. They've stayed active for decades. They've prioritized leg strength. Most of all, they've never stopped trusting their own body. Walking speed might seem like a small thing, but in the world of aging research, it's a powerful predictor of longevity and vitality. Studies have shown that seniors who can walk at a fast pace are more likely to live longer, remain independent, and recover faster from illnesses or injuries. Why? Because it reflects how well the heart, lungs, nervous system, and musculoskeletal system are all working together. It's like a silent test that tells you a lot more than meets the eye. Take, for example, Harold, an 83-year-old from Illinois who still walks to the diner every morning. It's not far, just a few blocks, but it's his routine. He walks without a cane, greets his neighbors along the way, and says that as long as he can do that walk, he knows he's still in control of his life. His stride isn't fast because he's in a rush. It's fast because he feels good, and he trusts his legs to carry him. Here's the key. Walking briskly without help doesn't mean showing off or trying to be youthful. It's not about pretending you're still 50. It's about knowing your body, staying in motion, and holding on to that simple freedom of movement that many others have let go of. It's about continuing to live life on your terms. So, if you're still able to move around without needing support, if your legs still feel strong under you, and if you can move through the world without hesitating at every step, recognize how special that is. That kind of independence at 80 or beyond isn't common, but it's worth celebrating. Number 2. Sleeping through the night without interruption. Another defining trait of the exceptional 5% of seniors over 80 is their ability to sleep through the night without interruption, waking refreshed and energized for the day ahead. For most older adults, restful sleep becomes a distant memory. Up to 50% of adults over 65 report sleep difficulties, according to the National Institute on Aging, with the prevalence rising among those over 80. Frequent awakenings, whether due to nocturia, needing to urinate, chronic pain, sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or a mind buzzing with worries, fragment sleep cycles, leaving many feeling foggy, irritable, or perpetually fatigued. Yet, the rare few who sleep soundly for 7 to 8 hours each night demonstrate a remarkable level of physiological balance, mental calm, and disciplined habits. Sleep is far more than a pause from daily life. It's a critical process that rejuvenates the body and mind. During sleep, the brain progresses through distinct stages: deep non-REM sleep, which repairs tissues and boosts immunity, and REM sleep, which consolidates memories and regulates emotions. In older adults, these stages are often disrupted, with deep sleep diminishing by up to 50% after age 70, per Sleep Medicine Reviews, 2017. This can impair cognitive function, weaken immune responses, and increase the risk of mood disorders. For the 5% who sleep uninterrupted, their bodies showcase exceptional regulation of circadian rhythms, melatonin production, and cortisol levels, creating a foundation for restorative rest. This ability rarely happens by chance. These seniors have cultivated sleep-friendly habits over decades, creating routines that signal to their bodies it's time to rest. They adhere to consistent sleep schedules, going to bed and waking at the same time daily to reinforce their biological clocks. They avoid stimulants like caffeine or alcohol in the evening, limit heavy meals that can disrupt digestion, and steer clear of screens, as blue light suppresses melatonin production. Many also create calming pre-sleep rituals to ease the transition to rest. Consider Harold, an 82-year-old from Oregon, who sleeps soundly from 10:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. every night. His evening routine includes a 15-minute meditation session, a cup of chamomile tea, and reading a novel in soft lighting. His bedroom is a sanctuary, cool, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, the optimal temperature for sleep, dark, and free of electronics. Harold attributes his restful nights to these habits, along with daily walks that reduce stress and promote physical fatigue. The benefits of uninterrupted sleep are profound. A 2019 study in The Lancet Neurology found that seniors with consolidated sleep have a 30% lower risk of cognitive decline and better cardiovascular health. They also report higher life satisfaction, as restful sleep enhances mood, energy, and resilience. For Harold, sleep isn't just recovery. It's the foundation for his active lifestyle, from gardening to volunteering at a local food bank. His ability to let go of worries and trust his body to rest reflects a deeper mental discipline, often honed through practices like mindfulness or gratitude journaling. For those seeking to emulate this trait, small changes can yield big results. Establish a consistent bedtime routine, aiming for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Create a sleep-friendly environment. Use blackout curtains, keep the room cool, and invest in a comfortable mattress. Limit screen time 1 to 2 hours before bed and consider relaxation techniques like deep breathing or progressive muscle relaxation. Manage stress through daytime activities like exercise or social engagement, as chronic stress disrupts sleep. If you're among the rare few who wake up feeling truly refreshed, cherish this gift. It's a quiet but powerful sign that your body and mind are in harmony, defying the challenges of aging with grace and resilience. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 3. Retaining sharp short-term memory. Perhaps the most awe-inspiring trait of the top 5% of seniors over 80 is their ability to retain a razor-sharp short-term memory, enabling them to navigate life with mental clarity and precision. While many older adults experience occasional memory lapses, misplacing their glasses, struggling to recall a new name, or pausing mid-sentence to retrieve a thought, these exceptional individuals recall details effortlessly, follow complex conversations, and process new information with ease. This cognitive prowess is not merely a genetic fluke. It's often the culmination of lifelong habits that have nurtured brain health, challenged mental faculties, and fostered resilience against age-related decline. Short-term memory depends on the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, regions vulnerable to age-related changes. A 2020 study in Nature Aging notes that hippocampal volume can shrink by 1 to 2% annually in older adults, contributing to memory challenges. Yet, the elite 5% seem to defy this trend, retaining the ability to store and retrieve recent information with remarkable accuracy. They can recount a morning conversation verbatim, track appointments without notes, or share a detailed story without losing their thread. This mental clarity reflects a brain that has been meticulously cared for through decades of engagement and healthy practices. What sets these seniors apart? They've embraced a lifestyle that keeps their brains active and resilient. Lifelong learning is a common thread, whether through reading, solving puzzles, or exploring new hobbies like painting or learning a language. Social interaction is equally critical. Regular conversations with friends, family, or community groups stimulate neural pathways and combat isolation, a risk factor for cognitive decline. Physical exercise plays a surprising role, too, as it increases blood flow to the brain and promotes neurogenesis, the growth of new neurons. A 2019 study in neurology found that seniors who engage in moderate exercise, like brisk walking, have a 20% lower risk of memory impairment. Diet also matters. Adopting a Mediterranean-style diet rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, and B vitamins supports cognitive health, as shown in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2021. Consider Evelyn, an 85-year-old from North Carolina, who organizes a weekly trivia night at her community center. Each week, she crafts questions, tracks scores, and recalls participants' answers without glancing at her notes. Evelyn's mental sharpness stems from a lifetime of curiosity. She's an avid reader, plays bridge twice a week, and takes online courses in astronomy. She also prioritizes physical health with daily yoga and a diet emphasizing berries, nuts, and leafy greens. For Evelyn, memory isn't just about recalling facts. It's about staying connected to her passions, engaging deeply with others, and contributing to her community with confidence. The impact of sharp short-term memory is transformative. It enables seniors to maintain meaningful relationships, pursue hobbies, and navigate daily life with independence. A 2021 study in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found that preserved memory function correlates with a 25% lower risk of depression and greater life satisfaction. For those in their 80s who can juggle new information, follow a recipe without double-checking, or debate current events with clarity, this ability is a badge of honor. It reflects a brain that has been challenged, nourished, and protected over decades. To cultivate this trait, embrace activities that stimulate your mind. Read diverse books, solve crosswords, or learn a new skill like playing an instrument. Stay socially active. Join a club, volunteer, or host regular gatherings. Exercise regularly, aiming for 150 minutes of moderate activity weekly, and prioritize a nutrient-rich diet. Manage stress through mindfulness or meditation, as chronic stress harms memory. If you're among the rare few who can recall a recent event with vivid detail or stay fully present in a conversation, celebrate this extraordinary gift. It's not just a sharp mind, it's a vibrant, engaged life that continues to shine brightly, placing you in an elite group that defies the ordinary limits of aging. Number 4. Having regular pain-free bowel movements. One of the most overlooked yet profoundly significant indicators of healthy aging beyond 80 is the ability to maintain regular, pain-free bowel movements without dependence on laxatives, fiber supplements, or constant dietary adjustments. While it may not be a topic for polite dinner conversation, it's a cornerstone of daily comfort and a critical marker of internal health for seniors. When digestion flows smoothly, it sets the tone for overall well-being. When it falters, it can cast a shadow over every other aspect of life, leaving one feeling sluggish, uncomfortable, or even anxious. For many older adults, digestive challenges such as constipation, bloating, or irregularity become increasingly common after age 70. These issues often stem from a combination of factors: the natural slowing of the digestive tract's muscles, diminished nerve signaling, reduced physical activity, dehydration, or side effects from medications like painkillers or blood pressure drugs. Yet, a remarkable minority, perhaps only 5% of those over 80, continue to experience effortless, natural regularity. This isn't just a matter of convenience. It's a testament to the resilience of their digestive system, the balance of their gut microbiome, and the health of their broader physiological processes. What distinguishes these individuals is often a lifetime of intuitive, consistent habits that support their body's natural rhythms. They prioritize hydration, drinking water not out of obligation but as a habit woven into their daily routine, perhaps a glass first thing in the morning or sips throughout the day. They remain physically active, even if it's just a stroll through the neighborhood or light gardening, which stimulates intestinal motility. Their diets tend to favor whole, unprocessed foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins that provide natural fiber and nutrients without overwhelming the digestive system. They avoid the pitfalls of reactive eating, like yo-yo dieting or over-reliance on processed foods, which can disrupt gut flora and complicate digestion. Consider Clara, an 81-year-old from Minnesota, whose morning routine is a masterclass in simplicity and consistency. She begins each day with a tall glass of water, followed by a warm breakfast of oatmeal topped with fresh berries and a sprinkle of nuts. Afterward, she takes a 20-minute walk through her garden, breathing in the crisp air and tending to her roses. Clara doesn't follow fad diets or obsess over supplements. She simply listens to her body, eating what feels nourishing and maintaining a rhythm that has served her for decades. She proudly notes that she hasn't needed a laxative since her early 60s, and her doctors marvel at her stable digestion. This kind of dependable digestion reflects more than just gut health. It's a window into the body's overall vitality. Efficient elimination requires coordination between the enteric nervous system, the muscles of the colon, and a balanced gut microbiome. For these systems to remain harmonious into one's 80s is a sign of robust internal health, often supported by a lifetime of mindful choices. Regular, pain-free bowel movements allow seniors to feel light, energized, and unburdened, freeing them to focus on life's pleasures rather than being preoccupied with discomfort or dietary tweaks. Moreover, this trait enhances quality of life in subtle but powerful ways. It means fewer doctor visits, less reliance on medications, and more independence in daily routines. It allows seniors to travel, socialize, or engage in hobbies without the constant worry of digestive issues. For those fortunate enough to maintain this level of digestive health, it's a quiet victory, one that deserves appreciation as a rare and meaningful sign of aging well. If you or a loved one over 80 still enjoys this kind of regularity, take a moment to recognize its significance. It's not just about comfort. It's a reflection of a body that has been cared for, a lifestyle that has prioritized balance, and a digestive system that continues to function with remarkable resilience. In a world where digestive complaints are almost a rite of passage for seniors, this understated trait is nothing short of extraordinary. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 5. Experiencing spontaneous laughter and joy. Among the most radiant and rare gifts of aging well beyond 80 is the ability to experience spontaneous laughter and genuine joy. While it may seem like a purely emotional trait, this capacity is deeply rooted in physical, neurological, and psychological health, making it one of the most profound indicators of vitality in later life. In a season of life often marked by loss, physical limitations, or emotional weight, the ability to laugh freely, at a grandchild's silly comment, a quirky moment in daily life, or even a memory that bubbles up unexpectedly, is a sign of a spirit that remains vibrant and a body that supports it. For most seniors, the challenges of aging can dampen emotional spontaneity. Chronic pain, financial stress, or the loss of loved ones can create a heaviness that makes joy feel elusive. Yet, a select few, those rare individuals who defy the stereotype of the stoic or somber elder, retain the ability to find humor and delight in the ordinary. This isn't just about having a good sense of humor. It's about a resilient mindset and a nervous system that can still process and express positive emotions with ease. The science behind laughter underscores its significance. When we laugh, the brain releases endorphins, reduces cortisol levels, and boosts immune function. It increases blood flow, relaxes muscles, and even enhances pain tolerance. For an 80-year-old to laugh heartily, whether at a sitcom rerun or a friend's witty remark, requires a nervous system that remains responsive, a cardiovascular system that can handle the momentary exertion, and a mind that hasn't grown rigid or cynical. This emotional vitality is a marker of holistic health, reflecting a balance between the body and the spirit. What sets these joyful seniors apart is their ability to stay emotionally flexible. They don't cling to regrets or dwell on what's been lost. Instead, they adapt to life's changes with grace and openness. They find joy in the small, unremarkable moments: a neighbor's dog chasing its tail, a warm conversation over tea, or the sight of children playing in a park. This ability to extract delight from the everyday is a choice, a habit, and a reflection of a life lived with intention. Take Frank, an 85-year-old from North Carolina, whose infectious laughter is a daily ritual. Each morning, he brews a pot of coffee, settles into his favorite armchair, and watches a few classic comedy clips, often the same ones he's seen 100 times. His family describes how his booming laugh echoes through the house, sometimes startling the neighbors. Frank doesn't shy away from life's challenges. He's faced health scares and the loss of his spouse. But he chooses to start each day with something that lifts his spirit, a practice he credits with keeping him young at heart. "Laughter's my reset button," he says. "It reminds me I'm still here, still human." This capacity for joy has ripple effects. Seniors who laugh easily often become emotional anchors for those around them. Their lightheartedness can diffuse tension, inspire others to share their own stories, and create a sense of connection in social settings. In a world that often focuses on the declines of aging, these individuals offer a powerful counter-narrative, that life after 80 can still be rich with humor, warmth, and meaning. Beyond its social impact, spontaneous joy is a lifeline for the individual. It fosters resilience, helping seniors navigate the inevitable challenges of aging without losing their spark. It encourages them to stay engaged with the world, whether through hobbies, friendships, or simply noticing the beauty in a sunrise. And it serves as a reminder that happiness isn't tied to perfect circumstances, but to a willingness to remain open to life's possibilities. If you're over 80 and still find yourself chuckling at a silly moment or feeling a surge of joy during an ordinary day, cherish it. This isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a sign that your mind, body, and spirit are still in sync, that you've held onto a spark that no amount of aging can dim. And if you share that joy with others, you're not just living well. You're lighting the way for those around you, proving that vitality and happiness can endure far beyond what most expect. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on the 5 remarkable abilities we've explored today. Brisk walking, deep sleep, sharp memory, healthy digestion, and spontaneous joy. These are the quiet signs of thriving after 80, achieved by only a rare 5% of seniors. What stood out to you the most? What have you learned so far that feels like it could make a difference in your life or someone else's? Please share one thing you've learned and plan to bring into practice by leaving a comment below this video. Your thoughts inspire us and others. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.